British champion Jenna McCORKELL will be second to go, and we wish her all the very best of luck indeed. But on the ice now, it's the Romanian national champion, 21st last year in the European Championships, finished third in crystal skate. Here skating to the Blues Boys tune by B.B. King, Roxana, LUCA. Lovely start, triple toe, double toe. Not sure about the colour of those boots. Don't know what your thoughts are, Nicky.
Doesn't bother me that much. Some of the girls having it to make the line longer. Good Salko.
Oh, she did well. A bit of a lean there. Dropped the right shoulder and the right hip on the way in. Recovered well. There's the axel and singles out. Good changing position and edge in the spin.
It's all okay, but the music's got quite a languid, bluesy feel to it. And her skating, the movement doesn't reflect that. It's all quite chirpy. So there's a mismatch between the way the music is interpreted here compared to what some of the other girls would do. Not quite the sophistication there.
Well, disappointing on the axle, but a lot to admire. Triple toe, double toe to start us off. Did well on the triple Salko with a bit of a lean in there. Spin's not too bad either.
Roxana, LUCA.
So a respectable performance.
But
what I'm looking for when I look at a routine like that is if you've chosen that music, then the choreography would have a real empathy with the chosen music and the feel of it throughout. And you choose it often to suit the style of skater, and you can see what they react to, how they dance, how they move. And there were parts of it, see, that's good, that's fitting in with the music, and that was great, but there were a lot of places where that was not happening. And you've got to maintain the feel of the choreography and the feel of the movement. But good on the technical.
Certainly well. You can see that right side dropped on the Salko there. It was dropped a bit on the toe loop as well. Marius Negrea, we got a shot of him on the boards. Yeah, my comment on the boots, Nicky, was I thought they were a little light.
Okay. Yes, I can see what you mean. I'm just, it doesn't bother me that much. I like it either ways, but white is nice. sometimes the girls, of course, have the tights pulled right over the boots to create the long look. That used to be just simply for show skating, in order to make the legs look longer.
I could do with that then.
Maybe you should do that. Maybe you should pull your socks, those ankle socks with those kind of garters you've got to hold them up, you should pull them down over your shoes.
That's probably the way to go.
If they weren't green, it would probably be good.
Hey, keep your emails coming in. We've had quite a few while the resurface was going on. Marit has just sent us an email, and she's asking me, who's this Nicky I keep talking about, and wants to know who she is. And
I'm not threatened.
I've been asking myself that all afternoon.
It's me, Marit. I'm the one who has to sit next to Chris. It's Nicholas, actually. Nicholas Slater. Nicholas Mark Slater.
There you go. It's Nicky Slater of Karen Barber and Nicky Slater fame.
And you were probably not even born when that was happening.
Yeah, back in the Ice Age.
Yes. Thank goodness we don't look any older than 107.
Absolutely. Right, just to update you, it's a Russia 1-2 at the moment, with Ksenia Doronina leading for Russia with a 50.91. She's way out in front with a superb program. These marks, 22.38, 16.91 for Roxana. Not too bad, 39.29. Where will that have her? That will have her in 5th place, I think. Just looking down at the computer. That should slot her. 5th place it is for Roxana, in behind Catherine Hadford of Hungary. So now an exciting moment for us.
Next to skate, representing
the British ladies champion, 15th in Europeans last year. Her best result was back in 2004, where she finished 1 place higher in 14th. We'd love her to do well here. This is Jenna McCORKELL, and her music from Sarah Brightman, Harem.
Super start.
That's one of the best double axels of the afternoon so far. Oh yes, triple flip, double toe.
Ah, excellent. Trouble looks.
All the big elements out of the way, now she can sell the program.
And the skating quality too. First rate.
Change of edge and position in that flying back sit.
Angle to see whether the spin is centered or not. She's not traveling at all. Good quality now. Content needed in the step sequence.
Oh, yes! Well done, Jenna. Just fantastic. That's the best I've seen her skate in a short program. Kevin van der Perren there, who we saw in the men's event yesterday. He's, well, Jenna and Kevin are going to get married in May, so we wish them all the very best of luck. But fantastic.
Jenna McCORKEll,
well,
Great Britain.
Keep those flags flying. Brilliant.
So wonderful to be able to sit here and just see that confidence, going through all the elements, delivering with such quality. A wonderful skate. Wonderful skate.
Yeah, Jenna, you nailed it. What a week the Brits are having. We've got David and Stacey, who finished in 6th place in the pairs event. And once again, I hope that the National Ice Skating Association have the courage to send them to the Worlds, because they've deserved that. And John and Sinead in 5th going into the free dance. They had the highest technical score in the originals.
Tremendous achievement for them.
And now Jenna McCORKEll has just skated a blinder. This is more like it. Look at that, beautiful inside edge in that back sit. Into the pancake position, keeps the rotation going, the speed. The spin stays centered, working hard throughout the step sequence with the edges. Good turns. This was the layback spin right at the end of the program. Loved it. Well, I haven't seen her skate a short program like that in I don't know how long. She had a bit of a topsy-turvy season. Here's that Lutz. Look at the elevation. Beautiful. Left foot looks as though it may just have scraped on the way out, but there was no weight on it. But if you take the entry into it, the flight part of the jump, all excellent. She finished in 3rd place in the Andrei Nepola Memorial Trophy in Bratislava at the end of last year.
Yeah, it's super. Lots of times I've sat here and I've thought, you know, if only, if only. And this time, there's none of that at all. From the first moment, there were breathing points in there where she was just calming herself, just taking a breath, and it's obviously put into the routine. And all that work, settling before the jumps, as well as the delivery of the overall program.
Well, technical score, it's the highest so far. The presentation score, that's the highest. She goes shooting into the lead with a 53.68.
From Great Britain.
Doronina for Russia leads no more.
68 points.
Jenna McCORKEll is the skater to beat, and there's confirmation of that. A beaming smile, and that is a good target too. That way better than she's ever got before. Her personal best prior to today was 47.36, which she achieved in the Cup of China. So well done, Jenna.
Anna Jurkiewicz.
Well, we settle back down now, and it's the Polish national champion on the ice. 22nd last year she was in her first appearance at the Europeans. This is Anna Jurkiewicz for Poland. Music from the Shall We Dance soundtrack. That was a shame. Did everything right on that triple flip. Perhaps overcooked it a little bit.
Combination, that would have been.
Down on the triple toe, a bit quick after the 3-turn. Just rushed the timing.
Clean double axel. She needed that. Now all these elements need to be good. Fast in the spin, a little bit of travel.
She really does get some quick rotation in those spins. Well, she's a little fireball. Enjoy the performance, love the program and presentation, and her speed across the ice. The spin's fast, the footwork energetic, but that fall on the triple toe will hurt her. Hands down on the flip, remember. And just bear in mind that after the 2002-2003 season, Anna here had to take some time out. She was out actually for 3 years after a knee operation, and she's just fighting her way back into competitive skating. So a couple of rungs up the ladder now.
Yeah, and after the freedom and attack and excitement of seeing Jenna skate like this just going down a notch, trying to do the elements and courageous in that, and nearly coming off. But sometimes for me, after you've had the excellence and you come into this, it's just a little flatter. But some good spins.
Lovely control through that spiral sequence, holding the Biellmann position and changing edge. She makes it look easy, but I can tell you, it's not easy at all. Great Biellmann position in the spin. And then, of course, getting the level up of the elements all the time, which is going to help her. See the little flicks through the step sequence. This is that triple toe again, left shoulder's back. Oh! Mistake was at the beginning. She really does snatch at that 3-turn. If she'd waited a little bit longer on the back outside edge after the turn, kept the left shoulder checked, she might have got away with that. But she can spin all right.
The scores, please, for Anna Jurkiewicz
She can indeed.
from Poland.
So some very good points to admire within the routine.
She's had a good season, second in Murano, second in the Cup of Nice this year. So when she can get it together, she's a force to be reckoned with. But not today. Presentation score 19.23, technical 24.32. At 1 point for the fall, 42.55, and that will get her third place.
42.55 points, which brings her currently in the 4th place.
Oh, in fact, 4th. Sorry about that. In behind the Russians. I was getting carried away. Had a little glitch on the computer then. So well done to her.
Next to skate, representing the Netherlands.
So still
Karen
2 skaters to go
Venhuizen.
in group number 5. Now to the 9 times Dutch national champion. 20th in the Europeans 3 years ago. That's her best result. Here's skating to Music of the Night by Andrew Lloyd Webber. It is Karen Venhuizen. Just taking her time to settle down. Good solid start, clean double axel. Oh, that's good, triple toe, double toe. Well done, Karen. Triple sal.
And this is the best I've seen her skate by far. Just missed the flow on the start of that edge on the step sequence, but nice use of the music.
Oh, that was lovely.
Excellent eye line and extended neck in the spiral positions, and throughout the presentation makes such a difference. Lovely shoulders.
Very well done, Karen VENHUIZEN. Without a doubt, the best short program that I've seen from her in a long time. Beautifully skated, beautifully clean on the landing of the jumps as well. Not the most difficult elements that we've seen today, but nevertheless what she did well, and that is key in this system. Good contingent from Holland here to support their team, and that's great to see. Well done Sylvia Holters as well, who trains her in Heerenveen and makes the trip down to the National Training Centre in Zoetermeer as well.
So nice to see her delivering in a way that we haven't in the past. I've sat a lot of times and we've been disappointed. When you were there as national coach, there were times when you were going, come on, and she wasn't delivering. But this was a different skater.
Certainly was. Well, she's had a pretty good season. She won the Challenge Cup in The Hague last year. 16th in the Nebelhorn Trophy, which wasn't a great result, so a bit of a glitch there, but then pulled it back in Nice, where she finished in 4th place.
Look at the neckline, just lovely. The eye line too, everything makes a difference. You know, the ballet dancers, they push the shoulders down, extend the neck, and the head stands proud, and that's what she's capturing here. And you see that as above the skating, the balletic lines above the skating, always looking super.
Yeah, great choice of music for her.
And it is, this type of music allows you to do the faster edges or the long, slow, sweeping edges as well.
From the Netherlands. The technical element score.
I know Joan Hannibal is heavily involved in the organisation of the figure skating in the Netherlands now. That's got to be a good move for them. So the mark's not bad at all. Remember, 53.68 the target from Jenna McCORKELL. She's not going to get close to that, but it's still a good score. And that, I think, if our computer's right, should have her in 3rd place. She should split the two Russians there.
Currently in the 3rd place.
Thank goodness for that. The computer's working. And so is my computer.
That's amazing.
It doesn't happen very often, I can tell you. So well done. Just one skater to go in this group number 5. She's the junior national champion of Spain, so a really big moment for her. Just 16 years of age, and skating to the tango of Roxana from Moulin Rouge. This is Sonia LAFUENTE. Superstar, triple loop.
Flow, concentrating. Triple double toe loop.
That was great. Difficult entry into that double axel from the spread eagle, but she made it look easy.
Little stutter on the spiral, not as clean as and assured as many of the other girls.
Well, I enjoyed that. Good choice of music. She sold it well. Kept the concentration. You could see her working hard and really thinking about what she was doing, which is crucial. She's only a young girl. Remember, 16 years of age, first European Championships, only the junior champion of Spain. And she's done herself proud.
She has, and you see those gloves, the flesh-coloured gloves, when the girls are pulling their feet up to their head, they need to have some protection on the fingers, because otherwise they'll be cutting the hands. So you'll see some of them with the gloves on, or indeed they might have something wrapped around the fingers so that it doesn't cut, because they have to do it very, very quickly. And if you're in the spin position or the spiral position, so that's why the gloves are there. Don't notice them through the routine, just at the end of it.
That combination, beautiful. Triple toe, double toe, kept the speed going all the time. Ivan Sayers and Carolina Sanz. Spends a lot of her time in Courchevel, training in France, and in high season works in Madrid.
I love the rink there. There's a number of levels, but we skated in one rink there, and it's on the edge of the hill, halfway up the three areas of Courchevel. When the wind blows one way, you go fast, and you turn around and you can't move at all, but very exciting to be skating on the side of a mountain. No doubt they've got indoor facilities now.
Sounds like you were skating on a glacier.
That was just an outside rink on the side of a mountain, but there was a barrier at the end, which was good.
That's useful.
Yes.
Stop you falling off the end, would it?
Yes, yes, it did. Yeah, otherwise I'd be down the hill.
The scores, please, for Sonia LaFuente from Spain. The technical
Great to see them smiling away there in the kiss and cry area. It's been a good season for her. She won the European Youth Olympic Days in Haka, bronze medalist in the John Curry Memorial in Sheffield. So a good year, and this is adding to it. 17.11 the presentation score, perhaps a little harsh there, but a new season's best for her with 43.26, and that's a new personal best score as well.
43.26
So that's going to be fourth spot, I think, with that score, in behind Karen VENHUIZEN, and there's confirmation of that. So now Jenna McCORKELL leading for Great Britain, then it's Doronina for Russia, Karen VENHUIZEN third, and Sonia LAFUENTE for Spain in fourth place. There's confirmation of that. That's the way they stand after 25 of the 40 skaters. Still got 3 groups to go. Group number 6 out on the ice, warming up in the background. That's the situation a little further down. It's been an interesting afternoon of skating, but there's no doubt about it. With this last group, the standard has come to a new level, and things have really started to get exciting, especially for the Brits. And there's a few here. Jenna leading. So here we go, group number 6 coming up of the ladies' short program here at the European Figure Skating Championships. That will be the lineup. Annette DYTRT for Germany first to go, then Tamar KATZ for Israel, then the Czech skater Nella Sima'ova, and then Viktoria HELGESSON for Sweden, and last to go Teodora POSTIC, the national champion of Slovenia.
We're getting some pronunciation.
That's always useful.
From Slovenia, from Hank in Slovenia. We'll have a look at that Hanka in Slovenia. So on some of the words we just need to do a little bit more with the S, with the cedilla on the thingy on the top. It's a shirt, like a shirt, and things like that. So that's great. Thank you for the insight. We'll have a look at that afterwards and tighten up there. But you're enjoying the commentary, so that's super. Oh yeah, and Marit says, now I know both of your names. Yeah, great to meet you guys. Not guy and a woman. Then I think Chris is good for you, Nicky. Or if you want something longer than Columbus, Christmas or something. Columbus. I think she's suggesting something for... Maybe she's saying I should change my name. I don't know, but
I'm not quite sure what she meant. She's suggesting Chris. That's not a bad name.
Oh,
I like it.
Christopher. Ah, I see. Yeah. That's very good. Yes.
Come on, get with the program.
I'm not. I don't know. I need to... Greetings from Croatia. Sister and I have been watching figure skating for years on Eurosport. This is Marja and Mariana from Croatia. There you go. Lovely to meet you. So we heard the Europeans will be held in Zagreb on Eurosport, and there was no information about it in Croatia. Unfortunately, it's not aired on TV every day, so nobody can watch it. Lucky for us, we have Eurosport and you too.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that may be the reason that when we look at that shot there's so many empty seats. It's such a pity. Because as I've said before, it's great watching it on the TV, but if you ever get the opportunity to go and watch it live, it's quite a spectacle. A spectacle.
A spectacle?
A spectacle. Respectable.
A spectacle.
Yeah. Not only have I got a problem with the pronunciation of the Czech words, I can't do the English now.
Spectacle. That's excellent.
I think I've got your teeth in, Nicky.
Ha! Give them back. Spectacle. That's good.
So just looking ahead this afternoon, we've got 3 groups to go. And Julia Sebestyien will be going in the penultimate group. Valentina Marchei for Italy it'll be, who was 5th last year, heading off that group with Sarah MEIER, last year's silver medalist, last to go there. And then in the final group, Kiira KORPI, last year's bronze medalist, will be first to go. And Carolina KOSTNER, the defending champion, in there as well. So keep it here on Eurosport this afternoon. Plenty of figure skating to look forward to. And of course we've got the highlights of the ice dance, the free dance there, medals decided tonight. Can the French possibly hang on and win the title again?
And people on the message board just saying, brilliant for Gemma Kazel. I think that would be the way I would pronounce that.
What, brilliant Jenna or Carl?
Just saying brilliant Jenna. Wow, Jenna, you were fantastic. And great presentation, etc., etc. Awesome.
Well, we second that. It really was a phenomenal skate from Jenna. And the girls on your screen now are out to try and beat her. It's Jenna McCORKELL leading, remember, at this stage. There's still a fair way to go. We've got 15 skaters yet to skate.
Baby Schmerkin.
Baby Schmerkin. Are you talking to me?
Yeah, Baby Schmerkin. Suggestion?
A suggestion for the baby's name, Schmerkin.
Yeah.
Schmerkin Slater.
Yeah, we have the slowest internet connection in the world here, trying to open this up, but yeah, after Michael.
Ladies, your warm-up has ended.
Yeah, well,
Please
that
leave
could
the
be...
ice.
It'd kill me for that as well.
I think he would, yeah, and so would Christiane.
But thank you. Thank you for the thought.
Keep them coming.
Thank you for the thought.
I still like Rufus Tyler.
Rufus Tyler.
RTS.
Patinage would be quite good for a goal.
Okay, warm up over. Here we go. Group number 6. So to get us underway here, the young lady who was actually 3rd in German nationals, but because the 2 girls ahead of her were too young to compete at the European Championships, she gets to skate here, skating to Passion of Christ. This is 24-year-old Annette DYTRT from Germany. Karl Pfeiffer watching on. Monstrous triple flip at the beginning there, just touched down with a free leg, coming out of that double toe loop at the end of the combination.
Dramatic look and dramatic start. Excellent ice coverage. Salchow clean. Loads of energy. Getting an idea for you on that long shot of just how much of the ice is covered in the spiral step sequence. Strong and secure positions. Double axel. Clean.
Section of that circular step sequence, good. Great lines on the spins. Look at that, straight onto the forward outside edge. Well done. Well, That was a very, very good performance. This is the 5th time she's competed at Europeans. Best performance back in 2006, where she finished in 10th place. Then, in fact, she took a break from ladies' competition, tried a hand at pair skating, teamed up with Norman Jeschke. That partnership didn't work, but she's back here with a vengeance.
And she'll be kicking herself about catching the foot on the second part of the combination. Most impressive thing for me about the routine, overall it was super, but it was the energy, the way she had that feel for the music. An interesting bit of music to work to, because you could use the underlying beat or the fast beat or the slower beat. So she reflected that within the overall skating. Well put together. The look is dramatic, fantastic. And she sold it right the way through.
Here's a look at that triple salcho. It was starting to go off axis actually, but she pulled it back, so it was a great job. The double axel, absolutely no hesitation. Beautiful 2.5 turns in the air, as clean and as crisp as you'd like. Really great.
And it's a lovely landing position right in front of the judges. Sell it, move on. It's like flowing as part of the routine.
I'll tell you what, Nicky, I hope she doesn't mind me for saying this, but it looks to me like she's lost a little bit of weight. And I think that has really made the difference to her. Perhaps when she turned her attention to the pair skating, those girls have got absolutely no body fat on them at all. It's incredible how thin and light they have to be, but still powerful. And she looks really, really toned out there. And that could have made the difference. Well done, Carl Pfeiffer. Great to see you back. And what a great job you've done there with Annette.
Yeah, it's a complete performance as well. There's no gaps in it, which again, so important.
Well, they must be happy.
And it's a funny thing, when you've skated well, it doesn't really matter so much. You want the marks to be good, but you can feel good about your skating performance. He's just taking my call. That's good.
Oh, and congratulations coming through. Well, you made us smile, Nicky. That's good to see.
Always think that's important.
Annette, actually, when she started skating or competing, actually used to skate for the Czech Republic. Parents are actually Czech immigrants in Germany, and then after a couple of seasons, reverted to skate for Germany. A good technical score, 30.25. Not as good as Jenna's, 21.7. The second mark is better. Jenna's mark 53.68, 51.99. That's good enough to put her into second place, in behind Jenna McCORKELL, ahead of Doronina for Russia. So good news for her, second place. She'll take that, a new personal best for her as well. So very well done, Annette. So on the ice now, a young lady who was 13th last year in her first appearance at the Europeans. Just starting to make the move from the junior ranks. This is Tamar Katz, skating to Malaguena. Gally Shea, the coach. Oh, well done. She got great elevation on that triple Lutz. How she got the double toe loop out. Fantastic.
Clean triple flip.
Oh, this is good. Wow, great bit of footwork.
Beautiful extension, a lot of speed into the spiral.
Oh no! I don't believe it. And she nearly went again at the end.
Oof.
Oh dear me. What a pity. Well, she was actually born and raised in Dallas, Texas. Trains in Hackensack, New Jersey with Galich and Peter Burrows, who we just got a shot of. Program choreographed by Nikolai Morozov. So some great people working with her. And on the whole, that was sensational. Really a performance that jumped out of the box. Oh, but she's going to lose a point for the fall. There's Peter. Good to see him here at the European Championships. What about this combination at the beginning, Nicky?
It's the determination, isn't it? It's the knowing what you have to do.
She did it. Fabulous. Really cautious on that double axel. Doesn't take the free leg back too far as she steps onto that left forward outside edge, which is good. I love this bit of footwork. And right up to the last 3 or 4 seconds, the spiral sequence was just wonderful. Watch this. Whoa! Nearly saved it.
And then again off a spin. Such extensions in the position. Lovely.
A little bit of an outside edge going into that flip.
Look at the depth on that edge. Lovely curve.
Whoa! I thought she was going to save it at first. I think the director's being unkind, showing her that so many times. Oop. Well, she was right on the limit, wasn't she? Just goes to show.
She was. Loads to admire. Just kick yourself.
Great job, says Peter Burrows, and that's praise indeed.
Oh, it's a fall? No, very
I want to talk to you about something.
Remember, 13th
When you go to practice tomorrow,
last year.
show up in a dress, makeup on.
The scores, please, for Tamar Katz from Israel.
Come on, let's get something up.
The technical elements.
Well, she's certainly shaken things up a bit here with that performance. Remember, the leading total, 53.69. 26.18, they dropped her for the presentation score. She's going to get a point deduction for the fall as well. She's absolutely obliterated her personal best, though. 43.77, and that will get her into 4th place.
In the short program, 43.77 points.
So
which brings her currently
fourth in behind,
place,
or
and
fifth
that's
place.
her new
And some of the
season
skaters
best.
are just pleased to beat their personal best. She's here for more than that.
You've got to be in there, kid.
She's in the mix, but disappointed.
Sljedeća nastupa predstavnica Češke.
We've had some great performances in the last two groups. The competition really has come alive now. And let's hope it keeps going in the same direction. From the Czech Republic now, the Czech national champion, 19 years of age. Here's getting to the Assassination Tango from Mr. and Mrs. Smith soundtrack. It's Nella Sima'ova.
Salchow double toe loop. A triple toe loop as the solo jump, double axel now. Clean. Little slow on the spin, good position at the end.
Well done, a beaming smile for Nella. Skated that very, very well indeed, and after some of the performances we've seen, well, perhaps the pressure was on a little bit there. It's been a good season. She skated in the Golden Spin the end of last year, finished 9th there, so that was a good preparation for these European Championships in Zagreb.
And an interesting bit of music, we've heard it before, it's quite difficult to kind of really give it out, and at times, towards the end in particular, wasn't representing the music as strongly as she could have done. But I like the relaxed smile, the elements were competent, the spins not as quick as they could have been. Here's the first jump with the combination, the salchow to the toe loop.
She didn't get a lot of length on that double toe on the end. She was a bit over the toe on the salchow, wasn't she, on the landing? And
you can see with the arm movements, not quite the commitment and the development that I'd like to see. There's the turn of the hands, but it's not really the whole body emphasizing the movements. So that takes away a part of the expression. And when we're looking at the performance and execution, that would be something that would come into play there. We're looking at the clarity of movement and the style and the individual personality of each skater. And it's good, the jumps landed well, the arm movement emphasizes it. There could just be so much more.
Yeah, she's got a lovely smile and a great presence out there, hasn't she, when it's working?
It's a lovely smile. It's a relaxed smile too, and the use of the arms is good. It's just, for me, about 50% as far as it could be against the interpretation of a routine like that.
Well, hopefully that will build her confidence. Remember, it's her first time at the Europeans. Competed in the World Juniors, where she finished 29th last year. She was 18th the year before, but she's done herself proud here. And those marks dropped a little for the presentation mark, but a new season's best for her, 45.64 the score.
Nella Simauova from Czech Republic has earned in the short program 45.
Well, that, by my reckoning, should have her in fourth place.
Her new season's best,
and there it is.
In the fourth place.
So fourth place ahead of Karen VENHUIZEN for Nella, and she'll be thrilled with that result so far. Well into the second half of this ladies' short program now.
Representing Sweden,
so
Viktoria HELGESSON.
Across to Scandinavia we go. 29th out of the 40 skaters to skate this afternoon. The 19-year-old from Tibro, Viktoria HELGESSON. And her music, The Rose, from the Bette Midler soundtrack.
I always love a piano lead in an arena. The acoustics act so that it hangs in the air, the music providing a wonderful backdrop, particularly for the lady skaters.
Oh, just about made that flip. And down on the triple loop.
Double axel, bit of a pull.
Just finishing slightly after the music. There could be a 2/10 deduction for that. But a good performance, and she really is gorgeous to watch, isn't she, out there?
Yes, at times she didn't have that relaxed smile that we commented on the preceding girl. So it's just, I don't know, she's beautiful, but there's something a little bit missing in the freedom of it for me, just in parts of that routine. But she did the axel very well. Well, just with the pull on the end of it, but
it's that flip at the beginning. Just about made the rotation, I think. There was a little bit of a turn out at the end there. Here's that loop, not quite over the left foot on the way in.
But going for everything, you'd got to, haven't you? But it's the name of the game. But
well, this is another skater that jumps the other way, Nicky.
Well, it's not so unusual after all.
There's been 3.
3 out of 40 so far.
Good, great effort. Well, she's been twice the national champion of Sweden now, and Scandinavia really becoming a force to be reckoned with in women's figure skating. Just looking at the running order, we've got 3 Finnish girls in the final group. Kiira Korpi, who was 3rd last year, in Jenni VAHAMAA, first time for her in the Europeans, and Laura LEPISTO, who was 5th in the NHK trophy, last to skate this afternoon. In amongst that bunch, we've got Carolina KOSTNER, the defending champion, as well.
Is this the longest we've ever done on a single run, do you think? Doing all the ladies, like we've done nearly all the ladies, do you think? Just as us talking, I'm just asking. I mean,
I think it's got to be one of the longest broadcasts we've done, but it's always a pleasure to be sat by you.
You're not running out of steam, are you?
No, not at all.
I'm glad we had a break before. You've got that look in your eye. Going, where's he going with this? I'm not going anywhere. Let's go back.
Have you finished?
I'm ready for the marks now.
So are our viewers, I should imagine.
Like...
Well, by now, our viewer.
And we pay them to be there.
Thanks for watching, Mum.
Keeps the ratings up. Actually, she keeps turning the telly on and off, so it shows us something. There must be something that registers that.
Fantastic, good. Well, just to remind you, if you do want to contact us, we're having a few technical problems in our commentary position with the computer, so forgive us if we're not getting back to people, but do try and contact us. Eurosport.com, click on the More icon at the top, the tab at the top, then go to Winter Sports, and then right on the page that comes up, you can ask the commentators on the figure skating story there. So drop us a line. We're looking at the marks now for Victoria, 44.07. New seasonal best for her, and that will have her in 6th place. 6th place it is, in behind Karen VENHUIZEN for the Netherlands, who's must be feeling very, very excited at the moment, as must Jenna McCORKELL, who still leads for Great Britain.
Sljedeća nastupa predstavnica Slovenije. Next to skate, representing Slovenia, Teodora Postic.
So now to our final skater in group number 6. We've got 2 groups to go after this. Here, the 23-year-old national champion of Slovenia. It's Teodora Postic. Her music for this short program scheduled to be Wild Time. Something Nicky should have been playing last night. Prestigious start down on the triple toe. Teodora really does get some speed across the ice. There's the triple salchow and makes that a touchdown with a free leg. No mistake. Oh, and again. Wow, she had the double axel and then didn't maintain control of that landing. Hips a little bit too far forwards. A lot going on with the music, but unfortunately the expression for me and the way this is skated is not grabbing me. And a little shaky at the end, and that really sums up the routine for me. I wish I could say more than that, but it's not as cleanly and surely skated or with a confident expression as it could have been. I'm with you there, Nicky. She's the three-time national champion of Slovenia, and she didn't skate that with confidence because the triple salchow and the double axel, she'd done the hard work. She'd made the rotation on the jumps, just let the hips go too far forwards and then had to put the foot down to secure herself. There's some really quite simple exercises she could do to improve that and get out of that habit. And it looked, I mean, we've only seen 3 jump elements from her, but looked to me like that was a habit. Some lovely expression at the beginning of the program. Is that toe loop really high with the left leg on that. Didn't get a lot of elevation on the jump itself. Watch the leg goes up high on the way out, and then the free leg tends to get caught on the swing of the rotation on the way out. It's hard to stop the jump from spinning. Lack of facial expression through the spiral sequence, especially coming towards the judges. Wouldn't hurt to give them a smile, would it?
It wouldn't. It makes such a difference. And when you look concerned and worried and like you're thinking about what's to come next in the program, it takes away so much from the overall performance value. She almost looks like she's going to expect it to go wrong and then comes out of it, and there's no reactions. It's all flat.
Well, she's had a couple of good results this season. 4th in the Andrei Nepolar Memorial in Bratislava, 5th in Murano, in the Murano Cup. But looking at what we've seen over the last couple of groups, it's going to be a struggle here. 20th, her best result at the European Championships, that she achieved a couple of years ago. 30th the year before.
Susie F on the message board, thank you for this. A bit confused about the new OP folk dances, original folk dances. I thought the skaters were to use music originated from their own country. Well, they were encouraged to use music from their own country, but they didn't have to. So, but because they had not seen music from Egypt and Quebec being used. Well, I think there was a Quebec folk dance, and I was, yeah, maybe there was. At first I thought it was a good idea, but I'm not sure now, as how can the judges accurately judge this? We talked about this yesterday, and the judges seem to do a good job, for me, on the original dance. Good luck to the Kerrs, indeed.
Yes, of course, the final of the ice dance competition tonight, the free dance. Watch highlights of that on British Eurosport and Eurosport International.
Hi guys, greetings from Ireland. This is from Kitty. Just want to say you're doing a great job. Who do you hope to take the medal in the men's today? I'm a huge Brian Joubert fan, so hopefully he can fight back after yesterday's performance. I was delighted to see Alioni and Robin win again. They are my favourite pairs team in the world. Anyway, keep up the good work. So, the men's. Chris, you always put me on the spot. Because I've got the computer, I can ask you. Men's, who's going to win? Oh.
Yeah, think about it.
Oh, we've been there already.
We've been there, yeah.
You know, I'm reading something that is past.
You are.
Now, this is weird. I'm in a time warp.
You are.
And we're live. Oh dear. Could we just roll the tape back, please, on a live one and come back?
Moving swiftly on.
Oh no. Oh, I won't go up that message board thing and do one of those threads anymore. I'll just go from the bottom. You can't get the staff sometimes, do you know?
So Teodora's marks. 30.34. Point deduction for the fall.
I'm trying.
Which brings her currently in the 25th place.
25th it is, so she knows she won't make the cut with those sort of marks. And remember, it's only 24 that go through into the free program. So there it is, and we love it. Jenna McCORKELL at the top of the pile. Annette DYTRT for Germany in second. Then Ksenia Doronina for Russia in third, who led for quite a time. Karen VENHUIZEN, really pleased to see her up there in 5th place. Situation further down, there were some good performances in that group as well. Gwendoline Didier for France in 15th place. Well, we've still got 10 skaters to go, and it's likely that all of those will finish above these skaters, so you can effectively add 10 places to those places that you see there, and that's likely to be where they'll finish. 24 out of the 40 through to the free skate tomorrow afternoon. We're going to take a break. Stay with us.
Na ekranu vidimo Juliu Sebestyeń iz Mađarske on the screen.
I don't know if I can say anything now after that slight faux pas I made before. I think I'm going to be quiet now. That's probably best, isn't it?
Answers on a postcard. So let's focus on the warm-up here. 6-minute warm-up, and only a minute and a half or so into it. Elene GEDEVANISHVILI. She's a real powerhouse from Georgia. Be great to see her really put it together. Look at that beautiful triple toe loop. Lovely conditions here for the skaters. The ice looking very good indeed. Just a shame there aren't a few more people in the arena. Tugba KARADEMIR on your screen now. Here's Elena again. A real exciting talent. Her 3rd time in the European Championships, 5th 2 years ago, 8th last year. And there's Julia Sebestyeń. We don't want to see any more of that, Julia. Let's get it together. Champion back in 04, and never really been able to get that sort of level of performance back again. After that, she was 4th, 14th, then 9th. Twice been on the podium. Back in 2003, she won the bronze medal. Seven times the Hungarian national champion. Support there for Tuba. Pierre Tront in the middle of your screen, intensely looking on. He looks happy with things.
Thanks for the mails. I'm just about getting enough courage to read one that might be from today and not from yesterday. Kevin says, who do we think is going to take the gold in the women's figure skating?
And the answer?
Oh, we need to see this through, don't we? But Carolina must be a favourite.
I've got a funny feeling I'm going to stick my neck on the line here.
Are you really?
I am.
Oh, good.
I'm going to stick my neck on the line.
Good.
I'm going to go with Sarah MEIER.
Ah, okay.
But it's going to be close. Who knows? I'd love to see her do it.
Deborah Locke's asking, is there plagiarism in figure skating? Looking at saying she's seeing similarities in certain routines. Is there something against plagiarism in figure skating? Well, I think there are. You know, everybody sees somebody do something, and sometimes they'll just copy part of it. We see the same music again and again, don't we? And different countries seem to sometimes produce the same music. And I don't know whether it'd be the same routines. I doubt it, really. But Jed, baby thing, Jed, John Edward Slater. Anyway, I think we've done that one through, really. But you're just worried that I'm going to read an email from yesterday and think it's all wrong, aren't you? I'm just trying to relate to the people that are doing this. One of our viewers is saying that we pay people to listen. Can he send his address in so that he could log into that, as we're paying people to listen to lift the ratings? So.
What do you want to check?
Yeah, well, I think he's sending his bank details really, so we can just do that. Oh, Deborah took annual leave especially to watch the Europeans on Eurosport. Hope it's
been worth it.
Hope it's entertaining.
Dear me, she could have gone to Spain, but she stayed at home to listen to us. Fantastic. No, thank you for your support. Thanks for the emails and the ratings, which have been very, very good for this championship. So we do thank you for that. And we feel privileged to be sat here talking about a sport that we love. The downside is, of course, I've got to sit next to Nicky all afternoon, but you can't win them all.
Nina's saying she's watching it in Zagreb. Hello. Hello. This is good.
Right, enough of the emails, Nicky. Let's concentrate on the skating now.
You've brought me back.
Someone's got to. So the penultimate group here in the ladies' short program in Zagreb. Well, she was 5th last year.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and this is her 5th time competing at the European Championships. 21 years of age now. And riding high. This is Valentina Marchei. Pierre Tront, the coach, watching on. She's got real character, this girl. Now, setting up the combination.
Good speed.
Great elevation on that triple Lutz, hand aloft for the double toe on the end.
Not so much height, but a cleanly done double axel. Lovely salto. And the steps going into it.
Well held on that flying sit, almost lost it.
Getting a bit car sick from the camera, but you do get a chance to see the full length of that midline step sequence from a different angle.
Wow, well, she gave that 100%. Fistel off from Valentina. Really, really good skate, and that has got to put her in the frame. She'll take that. Good quality jumps, fast spins, loved the footwork. Really, really good. And Valentina here, the girlfriend of Brian Joubert.
Italy.
Another little bit of trivia about the family. Her dad is a two-time Olympian for Italy, 1980, 1984, competed in the marathon event.
And the smile, the presentation right through that routine.
Lovely to see.
We've mentioned how important that is, and you can see it. The eye line, the focus on the judges. I always think of it as stage front. You can see the tracings from the warm-up that she'd done, doing a couple of those almost in exactly the same position.
Love the technique on the triple lutz. Very little knee bend. They brought that salto around a little bit too far, but it'll do. Intense look from Pierre. And here the whoa, almost got a bit too much back inside edge on the landing of that flying sit, but great into the broken leg position. I love the facial expressions, and she always gives it 110%, doesn't she?
She's dancing it as well as delivering the technical content.
Just watch the knee bend, just a little pop on that, all the energy coming out of the back leg, and then taking the arm up for the double toe on the end. Carried the speed through that combination beautifully. It's funny, when you watch that performance, you must find yourself smiling along with her, don't you? Felt that she was enjoying it. I really enjoyed it. I could watch her skate all day.
It adds so much to the overall quality of my enjoyment, your enjoyment of it, but everybody's. And that cannot fail but influence the judging.
From Italy.
So still smiling. Will she be smiling after the marks? Just to remind you, it's still Jenna McCorkell for Great Britain leading. 53.69 is her score. This is a good technical mark. Oh, it's going to be close. 30.86, 22.83, 53.69, and that goes in front of Jenna McCorkell by 1/100th of a point. So all to play for still, but it's Valentina who will lead. A new season's best for her. And there's confirmation. She takes the lead. Valentina leads. Jenna in second now. Now anything could happen here. We've seen, well, the good, the bad and the ugly, haven't we, over the years? Fingers crossed that today is a good day for 26-year-old Julia Sebestyен, former European champion, remember, back in 2004. It would be lovely to see her back to that sort of form. We wish her well. Serenade by Schubert.
Flip, done with quality. Loads of speed.
Oh yes, that was a cracker. Triple Lutz double toe. She's on form.
And she makes the power happen so quickly. Very few steps into the spiral step sequence, yet still covering a lot of ice.
Oh no, Julia. Should have been double axel singled out. Fabulous spin to finish. Oh dear, there's always something, isn't there? She did all the big stuff. Beautiful triple flip. Great triple Lutz double toe combination. The height and the speed of that, probably the best of the day. And then it comes to the double axel, and she's a turn short. What a pity. But the best we've seen from her for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I love the haircut. I love the attack on it. She's looking great, light out there, attacking like she was, the heads up. She looks on good form.
What can you say, eh? Oh. Well, if you're going to miss one jump, that's the one to do it on, because it's got the lowest tariff, it's got the lowest base mark out of the 3 jump elements in the short program. That's the saving grace, but the spins were good, footwork looked great to me.
And she's always had a great skating technique, the ability to create power very quickly. The arms are looking good, flowing. Lovely hand movements. So the overall presentation working. There's the combination.
The combination in the short program, I think, has been the bugbear over the years, and she absolutely hammered that triple Lutz. And there's the axel. See that forward outside edge just went into the circle. It's easily done. If you get the weight too far back, the foot just slides away from you and you end up with nothing in the jump. She'll be kicking herself. This was gorgeous. Well, if you want to know how to do a triple Lutz, it doesn't get much better than that. You could sit and watch that all day. Nina Petrenko involved in the choreography of the programs for Julia this year.
The scores, please, for Julia SEBESTYEN from Hungary.
Now, how costly was that mistake? The leader, Marchi for Italy, 53.69, just 100th of a point behind Jenna McCORKELL. So, do the maths, 30.90, 24.64, 55.54, and that will be the lead by some way. So Julia Sebestyén takes the lead. I must say I'm a little surprised about that. The quality of all the other elements was very, very good indeed, but she'll take that.
Don't talk, thank you again.
Dame I gospodo, predstavnica Turske. Ladies and gentlemen,
next up the
Tugba Karademir,
national champion of Turkey. Well, she's competed in the European Championships now 6 times before. 10th last year, that was her best result. And she's the first Turkish figure skater in history to compete in the Winter Olympics, which she did in 2006. We wish her well here. 22-year-old Tugba Karademir. Music from a great movie, Ocean's 13. Very nice indeed. Triple salto, double toe. Oh yes! Nails the triple flip.
Loved the start, all the little punctuation marks with the free foot and the steps and the arms. Doesn't have to be a great deal of movement if you just capture a little bit of the music. It all works together.
Just about made that double axel, a little low. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Very well done, Tugba. Beautiful program choreographed by Kurt Browning. Just fantastic. Tugba Karademir at her very, very best.
I love the expression, that smile, the the way that she was selling every bit of it. And you can see Kurt's influence, because for me, he was always been one of the best and most entertaining figure skaters in the world. And he takes bits of music and he can pick out all the little bits of that music. And that's what I loved about the start in particular. Each little step, each little movement of the free leg just brings that lovely little step. And she does the rest of it too very well.
Yeah, really was good. You can see, I bet she loves skating that program. Look at that, fantastic. The triple flip. There's an air of confidence about her, isn't there? Robert Tebby leading the applause there. She works with Robert Tebby and Doug Lee back in Barrie in Canada.
And the hand movement on the change of edge, you don't need to do it, but just adds a little bit. And that was the way it was right the way through. We talk about if a skater can show in their face the enjoyment of the routine or the passion of the routine, and she's done that right the way through, as well as nailing the elements. I love the second part of this, where it's just the hand onto the shoulder. It's beautiful. Those levels of detail that just make it like, I can do that. Whoa, there you go. What's next?
There was a great spiral sequence as well. Yeah, she didn't look as though she was competing, did she? It looked like an exhibition almost.
And with Kurt involved, he'll be selling it like that, because that's what he does. He does amazing programs all the time, and it was always a show, and it is always a show with him. He's still fantastic. So as a team, it's really working.
Yeah, that was great. Well done, Tugba. She came down to Chicago in the summer last year. We had a gala, charity gala, and she came down from Barrie to take part. It was great to see her. She's a lovely girl. One of the nicest people you could meet.
Zbroj bodova technických elementov je 28,74.
Now, will the judges go with a 28.74, 21.54?
Tugba Karademir iz Turske za kratki program ima 50,5
Not too bad, 50.28 the score there. That should get her into 6th, is it? It's a new season's best for her, so she couldn't have asked for much more than that. We wait for confirmation. By my calculation, around 6th place.
Currently in the 6th place.
Indeed it is, and there's confirmation of that. So very, very well done, Tugba. Enjoyed it.
Stop talking, please. Stop talking. And you again.
Still a couple of skaters to go in this penultimate group. And our next skater is a real live wire. If she can nail all the elements. Remember when she burst onto the scene a couple of years ago? 5th she was in the European Championships. Haven't really seen that sort of performance level from her. Let's hope she can find it here. 18-year-old Elene Gedevanishvili from Georgia. Cabaret's the music. It's a shame, not the auspicious start down on the Lutz. And hand down on the flip at the beginning of that combination.
Fast in the layback spin, good change of positions. The idea for the program is good, the costume works.
That was gorgeous. Double axel with ease. Crikey, that's a position on that back sit.
Really well put together music, working for the midline step sequence.
Oh, brilliant. Well, life is a cabaret, but not today for Elene GEDEVANISHVILI. Couple of major mistakes in that program. Down on the Lutz, hand down on the flip, and I'm not sure about the edge going into that. Looked to me as though she was on an outside edge and didn't roll over onto the inside before she took off, and she'll get penalised for that if that was the case, but hopefully we'll get a chance to see that in the slow motions.
And it's uplifting music. They're doing the whole concept thing with the outfits, and it looks so promising at the start, but she didn't maintain through it the danceability that she could have done within the framework of that routine. So there were times where here's the start and this is great, but then later on it wasn't continuing. There were places where it came out because she's getting ready for an element, and then I think the belief went with the elements not coming off. You just know, don't you, that you kind of get the feeling with the skaters when they have the belief of, and the things are working. The wind just going out of the sails a little bit.
That is so difficult. Look at the control there. So strong on the edge, onto the forward inside edge there on the spin, and this sit position, she gets her body and her head so low. Now there's the flip. That is a Lutz, without any question. Her left foot is on an outside edge, not an inside edge, so she will get penalised for that, because the judges have to mark the intended jump. A lovely look. So much more maturity now. Remember, 2 years ago, 16 years of age, she burst onto the scene so innocent, didn't really know what was going on around her, but there was an air of excitement.
Please for Elene GEDEVANISHVILI from Georgia.
Now, where will they put her? Tuba down in 5th place, 50.28. Julia Sebestyén, 55.54, the leading score. It's not a bad technical score at all. So she's going to be 54. There's going to be a deduction for the 4. This is a good score. 53.43, which will have her in 4th place, is that?
53.43 points, which brings her currently in the 4th
yeah,
place.
4th place it is for Elene GEDEVANISHVILI. She'll take that with that performance. Now, if you heard us earlier, I tipped her for the gold medal. This is where it's all going to start. Let's hope it's not the kiss of death.
Next to skate, representing Switzerland,
she was
Sarah
second
MEIER.
last year, second in the NHK trophy this year, 4th in the Eric Bombard in Paris. Just taking her time. The music that she's going to be skating to is from Patch Adams. It is, of course, 23-year-old Sarah MEIER from Switzerland. Eva Fair, her coach, and in fact her aunt. Mark Pepperday also involved in the coaching of Sarah. Penny, for your thoughts. Superstar, triple Lutz, double toe.
Uplifting music for an uplifting skater. Beautiful out there.
Oh no, all wrong on the Salchow. Really making sure of that double axel. Well, it was beautiful. A lovely program, and she just sold it as only she can, but that one mistake. Oh dear, how expensive will it be?
Sarah MEIER, Švýcarska.
Really was a lovely, lovely program, wasn't it? Great choice of music for her.
Yeah, if you get the music right with the look, it's fantastic, and that was it. We just sat here. It's breathtaking stuff. Beautiful out there. Lovely flow, great extension of the arms. Everything works. And that sort of music, it's almost like the Americans are always great at creating it and skating to it, of course. Well, other people take it and use it as well. But it is this uplifting arena type skating music for me. It just makes you feel good. And when somebody skates to it that well, it's the whole thing. It's lovely.
Really super. Well, Sarah here, she's bidding to be the first Swiss lady to win the European title since Denise Bielmann won back in 1981. Here's the double axel, the last of the jumps. Clean as a whistle on that.
And just staying in the position, wonderful with the hand. This makes a fantastic picture.
This combination at the beginning, absolute cracker. Look at that. It's that change of edge in the spiral looks so easy. And this was great at the end of the footwork. So many wonderful picture moments throughout that program. There's one picture moment that she'll want to forget, and that was the triple salcho.
The scores, please, for Sarah MEIER from Switzerland.
Now,
the technical element score.
55.54, the leading score. The highest technical score we've had so far is Jenna's at 33.40, so 30.16. That's the fifth lowest technical score, I think. Presentation 26.28, that's a very good score. So 56 will put her into the lead. 56.44 for Sarah MEIER.
Currently in the first place.
She leads over Julia SEBESTYEN, both of whom made mistakes. Then it's Valentina Marchei for Italy and Jenna McCORKELL for Great Britain. So we've still got one group to go.
Next group of competitors may now take the ice.
And there she is, the defending champion, Carolina KOSTNER, onto the ice. So that's how they stand. Sarah MEIER for Switzerland leading, last year's silver medalist. Then Julia SEBESTYEN, a former champion herself. Then Valentina from Italy. And after her, Jenna McCORKELL for Great Britain. That's the situation further down. Tugba, they're in 8th place after a great skate. Karen VENHUIZEN, who skated very well indeed, in 10th place as well. There's been some good performances by a lot of the skaters in the top half of this event so far. Remember, 24 skaters make it through to the free skating tomorrow. We've got another 5 skaters to go, so you can add 5 to the scores that you see there, and that will be the finishing place for the skaters further down. 40 skaters in all in this short program.
2, 1, 0. Stop talking, please. Don't talk, and shoot.
So there they are, the lineup for the final group in this short program here. Kiira Korpi to get us underway, then Stefania BERTON from Italy, Carolina KOSTNER defending her title, then Jenni VAHAMAA from Finland, and Laura LEPISTO, also from Finland, last to go. Quite a group, Nicky.
And the nationalities there, when you just see those flags like that, the 3 Finnish and the 2 Italians, there's no Russians there. Gosh.
No, how things have changed. Kiira Korpi there, bronze medalist last year. Finished 2nd in the Finnish nationals, behind Lepistö, who's last to go.
Na ekranu vidimo Stefaniu Berton iz Italije. From Italy, Stefania Berton on the screen.
Stefania Berton, 2nd in nationals. She's only done junior internationals before, first time at the European Championships for her. But how must this young lady be feeling? Carolina KOSTNER, the defending champion, just 20 years of age, and this will be her 6th European Championships. But she's never had this kind of pressure. Well, perhaps when she was in the Olympics in Turin, the pressure was intense. Although she'd never won a major title, she did go into the Olympics with that bronze medal finish in the European Championships.
On the screen, Laura LEPISTO from Finland.
So our final skater this afternoon will be Laura LEPISTO from Finland, 19 years of age, the Finnish national champion. Competed in the NHK Trophy, where she finished in 5th place.
Jenni VAHAMAA from Finland.
Jenni VAHAMAA, winner of the Finlandia Trophy last year, junior national champion of Finland. There's a lot to be said for getting your junior champions out as early as possible. if you possibly can, isn't there?
Indeed, nothing like being in this environment, taking part in it, to develop a fast-track learning program. There's nothing to lose, of course, so it's less pressure. You just go for everything.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a great week for the Brits. We're going to put our British hats on for a moment or two, just to see Jenna McCORKELL in 4th place going into the final group. She's going to be in the top 10 at worst.
Absolutely fantastic.
Going into the free. It'd be wonderful if she could get herself into a position where she's in the final group going into the free tomorrow. Keep centered, says Pierre. Some big elements being performed out here. We haven't seen any triple-triple combinations yet, but we're going to see some in this group. There's Kiira. Remember, she's first to go, so she won't be able to use the full duration of the 6-minute warm-up. Final minute, she just have to take her time and settle down, but she got all of the big elements done very early on.
And if you've just come in and joined us, and you're interested a little more in the marks, the technical side of things is one part. We see that as the first mark. The second part, that presentation score, it's made up of 5 areas. Skating skills is one of those. And then transitions, the linking footwork between each element, that's very important too. That's a specific area. The way the program is performed, the execution of it, is an area the judges look at. And then choreography and composition, the overall makeup of the routine in keeping with the music chosen or the theme. And then the interpretation of that music. So those are areas that the judges can focus on. And that makes up the second mark, the program presentation score.
So once again, there's the lineup for this final group. Well, after my prediction of Sarah MEIER winning this, I think with a mistake, you've got to put your money on Carolina now, haven't you, probably? But still all to play for. Don't forget, Sarah MEIER's leading, Julia Sebestyien in 2nd place, Valentina MARCHEI for Italy in 3rd, and Jenna McCORKELL for Great Britain in 4th place. How good does that sound? So the warm-up now over, and we get underway. 5 skaters to go out of the 40 that we've had.
Stop talking, please. Talk.
So last year she won the bronze medal at the European Championships in Warsaw, just 19 years of age. Her 4th European Championships, looking very positive, relaxed, and getting a few words of wisdom there from coach Maret Seroma. This is Kiira Korpi from Finland, and her music Triunfal by Astor Piazzolla. Well, that was just a beautiful setup into that Lutz. Triple Lutz, double toe, the combination.
Oh, and a lovely loop. Using every inch of the ice, loads of ice coverage.
Difficult setup for that double axel, but she kept the speed through the jump. Just incredible. Oh, a little off on the landing of the flying sit, but back on it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Well, there was a real air of confidence about that performance right from the off. Really thought the way she went into that triple lutz at the beginning, there was absolutely no doubt she was going to land that. Didn't feel the same on the double axel though, but certainly on that combination. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great outfit too. Works with the overall program. That coaching conversation that we saw just before she went on was so interesting to see. She went out with the determination and the confidence in being able to deliver.
Yes, that look right at the beginning of the program. There it is. She was so over the skate going into it. No body movement as she drew the leg back. Perfect technique. Loved it. There's the loop. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? And then she sells it. Gorgeous through the spiral sequence, and here's the axel. Bit of a preparation on that. It wasn't an easy entry actually from the footwork before. Difficult position in the sit spin, bit of travel there. She was a bit over the front of the skate when she landed on that flying sit. Got herself back and maintained control.
Started the step sequence a little bit up the ring, didn't give herself as much space as she could have done. I'm used to seeing the ice dancers, of course, nailing it right from complete end to end to get as much in as possible to build up the technical score.
Well, she competed in the golden spin here, the end of last year, just as a warm-up for the Europeans. A lot of the top skaters did. She finished second there. And she really couldn't have hoped for a better performance than that in this opening stage of the Europeans. Now remember, Sarah MEIER leading 56.44. Her total score, 55.54. The score for Julia Sebestyén in second place.
The scores, please, for Kiira Korpi from Finland.
So here we go. Scores for Kiira. Technical score for Sarah was 30.16. All 32.14. That's very good. Not as high as Jenna McCORKEL's technical score, 26.46. The presentation score. So Kiira with a very impressive total here, 58.60. She goes shooting into the lead. So Kiira Korpi for Finland with a new season's best leads over Sarah MEIER from Switzerland and Julia Sebestyén, the former champion from Hungary.
Thank you again.
Now, from a seasoned campaigner, we go to a newcomer at the European Championships. Runner-up in the Italian Nationals this year. Finished 10th in the World Junior Championships, but never competed in a senior international of any shape. So, big moment for her in the final group in this short program. Just 17 years of age. This is Stefania Berton from Italy. Beautiful triple toe, double toe. All wrong going into that loop. That was an attempt at the triple loop. Great elevation on that double axel, but she made it. Great position in that final spin. Well, what a shame about that loop. Apart from that, it was a good performance. Love her style, her speed across the ice. Lovely fluid style. That's 17-year-old Stefania Berton. She was incidentally, Nicky, a nice dancer for a while at novice level. Then she thought better of it. No, only joking.
Well, she probably doesn't have to bother about having a partner to argue with, you see.
That's true.
It's easy when you're just doing it on your own. Good performance from her. Obviously a different level to what we've just seen. Somebody starting out. But good energy working throughout the routine.
Yeah, I think right from the beginning, that drama and the sharpness of all the moves. Here's that loop. Oh, the right foot got away from her. You've really got to keep your head over your foot. If that right foot gets back too far, you can't get yourself back over it. Some really good positions in the spins. Love the footwork. She really did use every inch of the ice. Another skater out there that looked as though she was enjoying it.
Yeah, I think the jump knocked a little bit of confidence out. But it's a big thing, isn't it? Going out in your first international as a European championships. She didn't look overawed by it at all, and being in the last group too.
Well, it's not a first international, but it's a first senior international.
Okay.
She's actually had quite a bit of experience as a junior over the last 2 seasons. Best result, a junior Grand Prix in Courchevel, where she finished 3rd. That was a couple of years ago, excuse me.
Ciao nonna, ti voglio bene. Walter, Sugar che non c'è. Ciao a tutti ragazzi, mi dispiace non ho potuto fare la cosa del golfino.
Have you got that, Nicky?
Ciao amo.
Well, I was going to ask for somebody to give us the translation, but by the time he comes back, it'll be too late. And I'll probably read the wrong one anyway, so it wouldn't work. She seems happy though, as she should do.
Yeah, why not? Now, of course, the mistake in the programme, good news for Jenna, putting our patriotic hats on for a moment. Just walked in, and people are all the time, I know. It's Kiira Korpi for Finland leading, then Sarah MEIER, Julia SEBESTYEN, Valentina MARCHEI for Italy, and then Jenna McCORKELL for Great Britain. And these marks for Stefania, 46.84. That will be good enough to get her into 10th place, I think. It's a new season's best for her. So that's all good news. We wait for confirmation, but it looks like 10th to me.
That is her new season's best, which brings her
just behind Tugba KARADEMIR. Good news for Tugba, staying in that top 10.
1-0, stop talking please. Don't talk and cue again.
Here we go then. The defending champion. What can she do here? She's in great form. Could only manage 3rd in the Grand Prix finals in Turin this year, but won the NHK trophy. Here's getting to Riders on the Storm by the doors. It's 20-year-old Carolina KOSTNER for Italy. Michael Hood, already with 1 gold medal here in Zagreb. If you didn't see that, Thomas Werner last night skated out of his skin to win gold. First triple of the afternoon. Triple flip, triple toe. And doubles out on the Lutz.
As ever, this mix of wonderful grace with power and speed and lovely edges.
Oh, made heavy weather of that double axel. Well, it's not going to be enough, is it? I don't think. It was beautiful. Loved that step sequence at the end. But that mistake on the triple lutz, just doubling out, and a really uncomfortable double axel as well.
Carolina
She's got to get a -1 at
Italia.
least, I would have thought, on the double axel. We shall see. She is great to watch, though, isn't she? The speed across the ice is second to none.
Yeah, she's always like just this lithe, wonderful power going out there. So free and so fast. But one of the spins was a little slow too.
The positions weren't great, were they? But what about this combination at the beginning? Triple flip, triple toe. Whoa, he'll take that. He must have thought it was on at that stage. And it still may be. Here's that double axel really out of the circle. Used all of her strength and experience to get out of that one. Forward inside edge in that back sit. Really difficult position. Here it is again. Watch the combination. 3 turns. Textbook position in the air, isn't it? You can't spin much faster than that or get much tighter than that. I can remember being on rinkside, Nicky, with you in Lyon when she came thundering down on that small rink into that combination, and I think we both saw our life flash before our eyes as she was coming towards us.
We actually made a gap, didn't we? Just in case she landed between us. Yeah.
Important words there from Michael.
Jenny, Christine, Rika, Manuel und Jasper.
He's saying hello to the whole family.
Time to make requests, isn't it, really?
Absolutely.
Hi Nonna, hi Tati.
Lupi,
So Kiira Korpi still leading.
alle zur Hand.
58.60 the target. Sarah MEIER second, 56.44. Then Julia Sebestyhen for Hungary, 55.54. Then Valentina for Italy, 53.69, and just 1/100th of a point behind Jenna McCORKELL.
The scores, please, for Carolina KOSTNER from Italy.
Now, here we go.
The technical element
Highest
score.
technical score is Jenna's still at 33.4, and it's still going to be the
The
highest.
presentation score. Zbroj bodova za izvedbu programa
27.75, not bad. So 59.31, Carolina KOSTNER now goes into the lead.
From Italy has earned in the short program 59.31 points.
So 59.31 leads now over Kiira Korpi. She breathes a sigh of relief. Two skaters to go, and they're both from Finland.
Next to skate,
Both national champions.
Jenni
And
VAHAMAA.
first up, just 15 years of age, the junior national champion of Finland for this season. This is Jenni VAHAMAA. Viktoria Haritana watches on. Oh, what a shame. Brave entry. That should have been the loop. Good girl. Hand down on the flip.
Beautiful position on the spirals, and she's so light in all her movements.
Well, that's a shame. There'll be a 2/10 deduction for finishing after the music, but wow, that is raw talent, isn't it? Beautiful to watch.
Yes, she's out there, she's holding your interest. Lovely music. Really suits her. And you just wonder, 15 now. 1 year, 2 years. There's the confidence there. Just naturally assured. It's wonderful flexibility and soft deftness of touch within the movements.
I know we're watching this and I'm just thinking US Nationals is taking place this week, and back home in the States there's in Lake Arrowhead, I think there's 3 or 4 11-year-old girls with 5 triples. Just incredible. Really was a beautiful program, and this young lady following in the footsteps of the likes of Kiira Korpi. Lovely expression. But she's twice competed in the World Juniors. A couple of years ago she finished in 8th place, but last year just out of the medals in 4th spot. And you'd like to think she's a medal contender at Europeans and Worlds for the future. Great thing was, after the mistake on the loop at the beginning of the program, didn't matter, put it behind her. A lovely look. So still smiling even with the mistake. So where do you think they're going to put her? Could be in the top 10. Just looking down, Tugba KARADEMIR in 10th place at the moment. Stefania BERTON of Italy in 11th. Could it be around there? Annette DYTRT for Germany, she's getting well, didn't she? 8th place she's in. So 23.7. The technical score. So 46, it's around 11th, 10th place. Is it going to be 47.05? She's going to be in 11th. Just outside the top 10 at the moment. But first time in, first senior international. 11th place with 1 more skater to go.
1-0, stop talking please. Dr. King, and Julia.
Okay, from the Finnish junior national champion to the Finnish senior national champion.
Representing Finland, Laura Lepisto.
Another skater though, first time in the Europeans. Competed in Skate Canada and the NHK Trophy last year, was 7th in Canada, 5th in Japan in the NHK. Virpa Hortana sends her on her way. It's 19-year-old Laura Lepisto. Ennio Morricone's The Legend of 1900 is the music.
Fast over the ice.
Oh, what a shame. That should have been triple toe, triple toe. Seemed to get really close to the boards.
Lovely loop.
Pristine clean on the double axel. Well, another good performance from the Finns. Isn't it incredible? 3 Finnish skaters in this final group. And a good deal of support for them. Not a lot of people in the audience, but a good deal of support for the Finnish team, and that's always good to see. 19-year-old Laura Lepisto from Finland.
Again, a lovely routine.
A wry smile as she comes off. Beautiful start, lovely positions, and right down to the tips of her fingertips. Triple toe, double toe. I'm sure she was looking for another turn on that. But that was just perfection. Doesn't get much better than that. Beautiful triple loop.
It's a lovely position on the landing for the jump. There's time for it. It's the quality of the elements. She does them. Long neck. A little bit of a wobble on the spiral. Makes such a difference to present up into the arena rather than keep your eye line level. Lift it up, lift the chin up too. Sometimes people, when you see them starting out, the eyes are up, but the chin is still down. No, you need to lift the chin up so that people can see your entire face from halfway up the stands, near the top of the stands. Then you're projecting out. She was doing that. That's what gives you that lovely neckline and the extension with the emphasis on the arm movements. That's good, Chris.
I was working on my extension.
You were doing that, then you were doing your extension with your neck.
I was. Felt like a swan. It looked more like a goose, but... Anyway, here we go. Good marks, 32.24, the technical score. That's more than Kostner, not as much as Jenna McCORKELL, who has the highest score, 24.56.96. That will put her in third place, I think.
Laura Lepisto from Finland.
Third place in behind Kiira Korpi.
6.96 points.
And ahead of Julia Sebestyен. Indeed it does. So the Finns are flying high, two of them in the top three. What an afternoon for Finland. And what an afternoon it's been. Look at that leaderboard. Carolina KOSTNER at the top of the pile at the moment. Kiira Korpi for Finland in second. Laura LEPISTO in third. Then Sarah MEIER, followed by Julia SEBESTYEN, Valentina MARCHEI for Italy, and then Jenna McCORKELL in seventh place for Great Britain, and we're thrilled with that. Tugba KARADEMIR, who skated out of her skin, in 11th place. That's good to see. Annette DYTRT for Germany, she had a good skate as well, just in behind Elene GEDEVANISHVILI for Georgia. And where's Venhuizen? There she is, Karen VENHUIZEN in 15th place. She skated well as well. Been a good afternoon, Nicky.
It has indeed, and just thinking, Jenna's got the highest technical score in the short program, and John and Sinead are the highest technical score in the original dance. So something's going right.
It certainly is.
From the Brits' point of view.
It certainly is, and let's hope they can both capitalise on that. Of course, we've got the free dance coming up later tonight, 11:30 on Eurosport International. 11 o'clock on British Eurosport. And there, the people further down. Remember, 24 make it through into the free. So that about wraps it up from Nicky and myself. Hope you've had a good afternoon and enjoyed our coverage of this ladies' short program. The medals decided in the free. You can see the highlights tonight. I hope you can join Nicky and me for that. But until then, goodbye.